This is a 10-minute walkthrough of Sunburnt AI's Agentic AI operating system. We're skipping the slide decks, and we are definitely skipping the marketing language. If you're running a professional services firm, you've probably sat through enough vendor pitches that sound like science fiction. You don't need another theory lesson, you just want to see the actual product running. So today, we're going to look right under the hood at the intake agent, the orchestration layer, the action log, and your data sovereignty controls.
Here is exactly what we are covering: system boot and intake, automated client onboarding, multi-agent orchestration, the read-only action log, data sovereignty, and we'll wrap up with the principal operations dashboard.
Section 1. System boot and intake context.
All right, as the system boots up, we're starting right here at the operations view. This clean, calm interface was built specifically to eliminate the constant context fragmentation that practice managers deal with every single day. If you're spending hours chasing threads across different apps, this is for you. Notice how Sunny connects all your scattered Outlook emails, your client calls, your SharePoint documents, and your CRM records right into this unified dashboard. Everything finally talks to each other. You don't have to switch tabs to piece a client's story together. It's all aggregated in one place.
Section 2. Automated client onboarding workflow.
Let's look at a live scenario. We're going to watch a new matter opening, specifically the Henderson initial liability file. Watch the intake agent right here. It instantly receives the initial email and web form from the client. Without missing a beat, it takes that unstructured data, structures it, populates the case file in your CRM, and crucially, it instantly flags any missing documents. It does all of this without a single keystroke of manual data entry from you. The days of copy-pasting client details from an inbox into a database are officially over.
Now, this seamless intake doesn't just happen by magic. It works because your firm's unique, specific processes are saved into the system as what we call skills. Whether it's a complex conflict check or a standard SMSF audit onboarding, you literally just describe it in plain language. Sunny translates that into an agent-ready standard operating procedure, allowing the agent to execute the task and update the workflow status right on your dashboard as it works.
Section 3. Multi-agent team orchestration.
Let's move from simple intake to the agent control tower. This is where we see workflow orchestration in action, with multiple agents working simultaneously on different parts of the exact same matter. Look at the timeline. At 8 a.m., the intake agent structured the incoming file. 5 minutes later, the legislation watch agent automatically reviewed the relevant acts. Then, at 8:10 a.m., a supervisor agent stepped in because it identified a complex conflict of interest, and because that decision exceeds the agent's defined authority, it immediately triggered a human review gate. This is a really important detail. Sunny is not a single rogue AI running wild through your firm's data. It is a coordinated team of agents with strictly defined roles and boundaries. When it hits a threshold of complexity or risk, the system pauses. It sends a notification to the practice manager, who can then approve, edit, or redirect the action. It keeps the workflow moving safely while ensuring human judgment is always the final say.
Section 4. The read-only action log.
Let's open up the action log. If you're in a regulated industry, auditing is everything. This view is exactly what the OAIC asks for in an investigation, or what the Law Institute wants to see in an audit. Clicking into this single log entry, you get absolute granular detail: the exact timestamp, the specific agent ID that took the action, the exact output produced, and whether the action was auto-approved or escalated to a human reviewer like Sarah Jenkins.
Now, I really want to emphasize this next point because it is absolutely crucial for your firm's compliance. This action log is completely read-only by design. No agent in the system has the permission or even the technical ability to go back and modify or delete its own entries. Once an action is taken, it is permanently etched into the audit trail. This guarantees an immutable, transparent record of operations. So when a client calls and asks exactly what happened to their file, you never have to guess. You have the irrefutable proof right there.
Section 5. Onshore data sovereignty controls.
Let's navigate over to the data governance panel. Every day, firms experiment with public AI tools that blindly send highly sensitive client data offshore, creating massive hidden compliance risks. Sunny completely solves this. It guarantees data sovereignty by running exclusively on onshore infrastructure, specifically AWS or Google Cloud right here in Sydney. Plus, Sunburnt AI is an Australian company, meaning the services agreement is entirely under Australian law, and you own absolutely everything built in the system. Looking at the access control matrix, you're the one holding the keys. You dictate exactly which agents and which human staff members can see specific matters.
If an agent tries to send data outside this defined perimeter, the system instantly blocks the action and logs the attempt in real time. This is enterprise-grade security built in from day one.
This absolute data control is exactly why regulated, high-stakes practices trust this architecture. As Kai Baldwin points out, deploying Sunny means the team never has to reread old emails to find a file status. You can run this system across your entire practice with complete confidence in your security and sovereignty.
Section 6. The Principal Operations Dashboard.
Let's pull back to the main dashboard. This is the macroscopic view the principal or senior partner sees every morning. What previously took hours of chasing up staff across scattered systems now takes exactly 30 seconds. That's it. Half a minute to run a full pipeline review of every active workflow, every matter, and every single agent currently in motion.
And look at this, the Daily Legislation Watch. Before 9 a.m., the system has already ingested relevant regulatory updates, whether that's ATO rulings, ASC updates, or High Court decisions. It doesn't just give you a summary. It automatically maps these complex changes directly to affected client engagements across your entire firm. You are literally never caught out by a quiet policy shift again. When you compare the old way of doing things to this new reality, the compounding value of a unified memory is just staggering. We're talking about transforming slow, manual context searching into inbox triage that is up to 10 times faster. Because it learns from every interaction, 6 months from now, Sunny will know your clients and your specific rules without even needing to be asked. The difference between reading about AI and actually watching it operate on your own workflows is night and day. To see Sunny operate on your firm's data without the sales fluff, you can book a live walkthrough with a co-founder today at sunburntai.com.au. So, the question I'll leave you with is this. If your competitors are already running with an AI system that never sleeps, never forgets a file, and maps the law before breakfast, how long can your firm afford to keep doing it the hard way?